Good morning, Year 3. Now, today we are going to be book detectives in our English lesson. Today we're going to be having a look at this book here. Now, on your worksheet, you have got some questions, the questions that are here. Before we begin, I'd like you to jot down some ideas. You don't have to answer the question fully, but I would like you to jot down some ideas. Pause the video here and have a go at that now. Welcome back. Okay, let's begin. So, what type of book do you think this might be? Do you think it could be a fiction book or a non-fiction book? And what clues give you that answer? I think it could be a fiction book. The reason why I think this is because of the front cover, the picture on the front, and that at the bottom it tells me it's a magical fairy tale for young and old from the master storyteller and creator of His Dark Materials. That's a big clue to tell me that this is going to be a fiction book. Have you ever read any other books by Philip Pullman before? No. I think that this one is going to be a really exciting one. Now, where do you think that this could be set? I think that this could be set in a country far away. If I have a look on the front cover and I look into the pictures, I can see a volcano, I can see some bamboos, I can see some mountains in the back, I can even see some palm trees. So I know that this book is not going to be set in England, in our country. I feel that this could be set in a country far away. Possibly could it be set in China, or could it be set in Egypt? I'm not too sure, but I know it's definitely not set in England. And what does the front cover suggest? Oh, well, I can see a character on the front there. Did you see that too? Yeah, and I can see a volcano. Now, a volcano tells me that that's going to be maybe a part of the story. And that girl, if the book is called The Firework Maker's Daughter, is she the firework maker's daughter? Is she our main character who we're going to be following in the story? What is a firework maker? And do you think it has a link with the volcano? The volcano likes to erupt just like a firework. I wonder if there's a link there between them. Now let's have a look at the blurb. I'm going to read that to you now. You want to be a firework maker, then walk into my flames. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? More than anything else in the world, Lila wants to be a firework maker. But every firework maker must make the perilous journey to face the terrifying fire fiend. I wonder if when we're looking at the front of that book cover, the volcano could be the fire fiend. Do you think that's where she needs to go on her journey? Do you think that is what this is going to be about? Her journey to become a firework maker? Can Lila possibly survive? Especially when she doesn't know she needs special protection to survive his flames. Oh, so there's going to be a big problem there that she's going to need to solve. I wonder what could happen. What have we learnt from that then? Well, we've learnt that Lila is our main character and she wants to become a firework maker, but she has to go on a journey. She has to go on a journey, a perilous journey. That means a scary journey, a worrying journey, a frightening journey. And she must go to face the fire fiend. I wonder if that could be linked to that volcano. And it's a question of survival. Will she survive? But she doesn't know what she needs to do to survive. So it's a journey for her as well. Have you read any books that are similar to this? Excellent. Now, let's move on. So today you're going to retrieve key information from scanning the story. We're going to read the first 4 pages and you're going to find the information in the text. So you're going to identify key words in the question, and using those key words is going to help you to identify what you need to find. You're going to think carefully about what the question's asking you and think of the possible answers before checking in the text. You're going to track left from right on your page, looking for the key letters of those key words in the question, and you're going to copy the exact quotes from the text. Are you ready for this? Let's go. Maker's daughter. 1,000 miles ago. Oh, 1,000 miles ago. That tells me that this story could have been a long time ago, and it was very far away. Often stories start with a long time ago. I really like the way that it starts with 1,000 miles ago. 1,000 miles ago in a country east of the jungle, south of the mountains. That tells me, when I think back to that front cover, there were some bamboo and there were mountains. So that's our setting for our story. There lived a firework maker called Lachlan and his daughter Lila. Lachlan's wife had died when Lila was young. The child was a cross little thing, always crying and refusing her food. I wonder why she was like that. Do you think she might have been like that because she possibly could have been sad because her mum had died? Well, I hope we find out. But Lachlan built a cradle for her in the corner of the workshop, where she could see the sparks play and listen to the fizz and crackle of the gunpowder. Oh, I like those words, fizz, crackle. They're onomatopoeias, aren't they? They sound like the word. Once she was out of her cradle, she toddled around the workshop, laughing as the fire flared and the sparks danced. That creates a picture in your mind of fireworks dancing around and the colours and the different sparks moving. Many times she burnt her little fingers, but Lachlan splashed water on them and kissed her better, and soon she was playing again. That tells me that Lachlan, her father, is a very kind and caring man. He looks after her, doesn't he? By kissing her fingers better and making sure that she's okay. When she was old enough to learn, her father began teaching her the art of making fireworks. And she began with little crackle dragons, 6 on a string. Then she learned how to make leaping monkeys, golden sneezes and Java lights. These all sound really exciting, don't they? Soon she was making all the simple fireworks and thinking about more complicated ones. That tells me that she was really interested in making fireworks. It was her passion. She really enjoyed it. One day she said, "Father, if I put some flowers of salt in a Java light instead of cloud powder, what would happen?" She's inquisitive, isn't she? She wants to experiment and try new things. "Try it and see," he said. So she did. Instead of burning with a steady green glimmer, it sprayed out wicked little sparks, each which turned a somersault before going out. "Not bad, Lila," said Lachlan. "What are you going to call it?" Tumbling demons," she said. "Excellent. Make a dozen and we'll put them into the New Year's festival display." The tumbling demons were a great success, and so were the shimmering coins that Lila invented next. She has such a passion for this, she's now become an inventor. As time went on, she learned more and more of her father's art, until one day she said, "Am I a proper firework maker now?" "No, no," he said. "By any means, no." Ha! You don't know. I wonder what's going to happen next. I wonder what's the next part of the story. What do you think? Pause the video here and have a chat with the person in the room. Welcome back. I've got some questions. I've got a couple of words that I want to go through. Vocabulary. So the word toddled around the workshop. That's when she was very small and she was walking around the workshop. So the word toddled, it's a verb. but it's in the past tense. Notice the ed ending there. She's already done it. And it's got 2 syllables, toddled. And the definition of the word toddled means to move with short and steady steps while learning to walk. And if we put that into a sentence, so if we thought about the word toddled and we put it into a sentence, I could say something like, when I was a baby, I would toddle around the house. I toddled into the kitchen and I toddled into the garden. Now, words that are the same, the synonyms of toddled, are totter, teeter. Now, sometimes you might have something that's placed on the edge of a table, for example, and it might teeter on the edge. Wobble and stagger. Now, antonyms, the words that the opposite of that are steady and stay in place. Can you think of a sentence that you could use the word toddled in? Pause the video here and have a go now.